Hello, welcome to part 3 of me trying to sort out the engine on this little mini digger, the Nissan digger. One of the problems was that water's got into the engine. Basically there's either a crack or some problem with the head or the block, I'm not too sure. And in the last video I was going to try and crank it and start it, but the battery was flat. So I've recharged the battery, which is here, which I put on now. And we'll see how we get on. Incidentally, you may remember it in the video before, or maybe the one before that, the engine wouldn't turn. There was something stopping it turning. I was trying to put a spanner on the crank and turn it over, and there was something in the way, and I thought there's some mechanical problem or whatever. But there was a comment in the last video from Alex who said maybe it's something to do with the frozen water that's actually stopping it turning, which is a very good point. So in the last video you saw me drain the oil out of the sump, and most of it was water, just pure clean water, and then there was the oil obviously on top of the water. So it could well have been one of a few things. One might be that it was just a solid block of ice in the bottom of the sump, and as I was trying to turn the crank was actually hitting that block of ice. That's why I couldn't turn it. That's one possibility. The other is maybe the crack, if there's a crack in the head somewhere where, or the block, sorry, where the tappets are for the push rods or something like that, I'm not too sure, then maybe there was ice where the tappets are, or the push rod or the rocker, I'm not too sure. But it could have been something like that where the camshaft was trying to push the tappet up and there was water above it that was frozen. Maybe, something like that, I don't know. Thanks Alex, that's a very good point, that the frozen water somewhere could have been stopping the engine turning. I don't know. Anyway, so now I'll put the battery on, just simply try and start it and see what happens. Right, fingers crossed, see how we get on with trying to start it. Well, it didn't start. Let's try WD-40 up its hooter again, see if that helps. Keep getting stuck. Something. Well, it doesn't sound too bad. Well, it sounds pretty good. Right, I think what I'm going to do now, seeing as it starts okay and it seems to run all right, I'm pretty confident I could track it up to near the lane, which would be a bit more useful. There's definitely a problem with the engine. There's a crack in the head or something like that. I think I need to take the head off, but what I might do, whilst it's kind of running and I haven't messed around with anything, I might take it to work, which is quite a big job because I have to get my trailer, bring the trailer here, get this on the trailer and then take it to work, get it off, and then at least I can work on it indoors in my workshop, which will be a lot better, and try and figure out the problem. And then if it does mean that the engine's had it, it's in a better place to take the engine out and try and fit another one. So yeah, so we'll do that. So it's going to be a while before we can actually take the head off and figure out what the problem is, but I'm just guessing there's a crack somewhere in the head or in the block maybe. Next time I'll do a video on this, it'll be hopefully putting it on the trailer and taking it to work, and then we'll start taking it apart and seeing what's what. So okay, thanks very much, bye.